Welcome to the Choreography Club, the only video series of its kind, bringing you fresh ideas for your dance classes and performances. My hope is that the material you see here will help to ignite your own spark of creativity and open the way for your own creative genius to emerge. You will meet professional choreographers from around the country, sharing their inspirations in all dance forms, from lyrical to tap, street styles, modern, jazz, ballet, theatrical dance, and children's work. The Choreography Club will also bring you teaching tips for class and performance tips such as choreography strategies and staging ideas. So sit back, relax, and let my team of choreographers and dancers illuminate your imagination with possibilities for your own artistic creations. All the material here is just for you. So twist it, turn it, make it your own, or just use it as it is. Happy dancing and enjoy your Choreography Club. We're going to be learning a jazz number now, but before I get started, I'd just like to say a little something about dance styles. You might know that I have a competition company, Cathy Roe's Ultimate Dance, and so I probably see 5,000, 6,000 numbers a year all over the country. And one of the things I've noticed that really is starting to concern me is that the styles of dance are getting to be like goulash. You'll see a number and it'll have some tap elements and then some ballet elements and then some hip-hop elements with some jazz elements thrown in. So when you see a jazz number, you might be really seeing some ballet and some hip-hop mixed in with some jazz. And what's happening, I've noticed, is that the styles are just becoming a mishmash. And you know, I hate to see that happen. I'd really like to advocate keeping our styles. So tap is tap and jazz is jazz, lyrical is lyrical, ballet is ballet, and so that the styles all remain very clean in what they're trying to communicate through our dance vocabulary. So one of the things about jazz is that it has a very distinct vocabulary. And there were a lot of steps that we learned, a lot of us as kids, you teachers and I, we learned these as kids in our jazz class. And then ballet, we learned the ballet vocabulary in our ballet class. And the steps were really very different. So in this number, I did it to a really very, very jazzy number called Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is from this CD. But you can find any kind of classical jazz number and this will fit because it's in 4/4 time. So one of the things we're going to be looking for, and one of the things that I talk to my students about, are what are the elements of the jazz vocabulary? Well, before we get started, we'll just name a few. Jazz, of course, was built on isolations, head, shoulder, hip isolations. There's parallel pirouette, whereas in ballet we always do our pirouettes turned out. There's a lot of parallel movement in jazz. We see this kind of hand called a jazz hand. I think that was coined by Gus Giordano out of Chicago. We see a lot of kickball change types of steps. Things that are a little bit like time steps, but not like we would see necessarily in a tap time step. So as we're going through this, I'm going to point out, yes, this is really a strong element of the jazz vocabulary so that we can start to tell our students the differences between all the styles. So let's get started. We're going to face the audience and we're coming up with our hands on count 1. And see how I've got them in the jazz hand and they're a little bit crossed. So I'm going like this. 1 and I have them right in front of me like this, like I'm saying stop with both hands. So 1 and 2, I'm going to passe in 3, 4. And you see I have that jazz hand going on again. Let's watch it again. 1 and 2, a 3, 4. Now my hands are going to fountain as I come back 5, 6, and turn around to face the other corner. Let's try it again from the top. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to do a parallel ensemble, 7 8. Now in ballet, we do a turned out ensemble. This one lands in parallel and my hands come up and over, 7, 8. And we have this little twist going on. Let's do it all again from the top. 1 and 2, passe, 3, 4 over the top, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here I'm going to step, kick, ball, change, kick, ball, change. Nice little jazz step. 1, 2, and 3, inside pirouette. 4, landing in front, 5, 6. Now on this part you've got to thrust your hips a little bit front because you're going to go release, release. And it's easier to release if you were to the front first. Let's put it all together. We have 1 and 2, 3, 4 over the top, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, pirouette. 4, 5, 6, release, release. From the top we have a 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, pirouette. 4, 5, stop on the 6, thrust forward, 7, 8. From there, I'm just going to swing this leg back, 1, 2, so I can get in a nice preparation. Now, one thing we notice about jazz is we always see our preparations. So I was up here on 6, release 7, release 8, and I got lower on my releases. I swing on 1, 2, chaîné turn, 3, 4, 5, 6, jazz pas de bourrée, 7 and 8. So we have ballet pas de bourrée, which is this, and we have jazz pas de bourrée, which is this. You're landing in a good preparation. Let's do it again from the top. 1 and 2, a 3, 4 over the top, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, release, 7, release, 8. Swing 1, 2, chaîné 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice clean preparation because now I'm going to do a pirouette. Not a ballet pirouette, a jazz pirouette, which is turned in. I'm coming up on 1, 2, jazz hands and a little développé. 3, 4, hip isolation to the back. 5, 6, 7, passe up on count 8. Let's run that whole thing again. From the top we have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, kickball change, and 3, turn, 4, 5, land on 6, release, 7, release, 8. Swing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, hips, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'll do that much of the combo for you with the music. You ready to go on? We were just here on our passe. 8. I'm going to take 2 steps. 1 crossover 2. Okay, here's a good jazz step for our students to know is from jazz, a grapevine. And 3 and 4. We're lunging out on 5, 6, 7, land in second on 8. So let's do that again. So I changed the rhythm on that grapevine a little bit. It went slow, slow, and then the quicks. So I was here on 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm ready for another hip isolation. And my hands are going to go 2. So I'm just going to go swing, swing. Swing, swing, over the top. Now you see I'm like an airplane, and this foot is out in front. This is a good old jazz to the floor lunge. All we do is put our hand down and go into our split. And that's our jazz fall. Now from here, I'm going to take both knees to the back like this. So I'm here on 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I just flip them one after the other. 1, 2, this leg goes out on 3. I'm going to step on it on 4 and pull out to here on count number 5. So it's a little bit tricky, but it's fun. So let's try it again. Oh, let's just take it from the whole new part. I was here on 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swinging 1, 2 to the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 7, 8. One then the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 3 walks. From here, I'm going to take a chassé, a jazz chassé, which is low, and a back sauté. So I'm going chassé, step, go up, walk to the front, and I'm kind of sitting back on this back leg, and here's a shoulder isolation. Boom, boom, boom. 7 and 8. And you kind of lean back. So let's do that whole thing again. 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. You step on 4, 5, 6, 7. Low chassé. 1, 2, jazz hands. 4, 5, sit back. 7 and 8. We're almost done. Let's just keep going. I'm going to put my weight on this front foot and do a double shoulder roll back. 1, 2. Just coming straight up. Pivot. 3, 4. Here's a jazz layout. 5, 6. Low chassé. 7 and 8. So let's see that whole thing again from here. I went shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One arm, one leg. 1, 2, just a different rhythm. 3 and 4. Cross it over. 5. My jazz hands are going on. 6, 7, 8. Nice and low. Let's do all of that second half one more time. So I was here on 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2 to the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6 to the back. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walking 6, walking 7, walking 8. Low chassé, jazz hands. 5, 6, a 7, and 8. 2 shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One hand, one leg. 1, change the rhythm. A 3 and 4, 5. It goes behind your back. 6, 7, 8. And that's the end. So now I'll just dance the second half for you.
Hi, I'm Lyn Cramer. I'm going to be teaching you an advanced tap routine today to a cut from this album by the group Bond. They're an English group, and they have several CDs out. This is their first CD called Shine. The cut is number 3, Fuego. And the routine is set quite specifically to this piece of music. The musicality is very distinct, and the steps fit it perfectly. So I'm going to be teaching you the routine a cappella, so you can clearly hear my feet. I'll probably get through approximately 5 steps of the routine today, and if you would like a copy of the entire piece, I can send it to you in Microsoft Word printed format. All you have to do is email me at lyncramer@ou.edu. The OU is for the University of Oklahoma, so you don't get confused. And I'll be more than happy to send you the notes, and you'll have a complete staged routine for a large group of advanced dancers. Let's get started. All right, let's get started. We have a very dramatic beginning. There's not a lot of tap involved in the top. We start facing upstage. The left foot is in a dig and the right arm's overhead. We have a 4-count introduction. We open the arm 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, it's very Spanish in style. We step out on the left foot 1, 2, on the right foot 3, 4, and wrap our arm. Chaîné turn 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk forward 1, 2, opening the arms 3, 4. Box step 5, 6, 7, 8. The arms open on 1, on 2, head snaps forward 3, and you hold the count of 4. Let me go through that quickly again, and then we launch right into the fast tap work. So we start here, and we have 1, 2, 3, open, 5, 6, 7, 8, out, 1, 2, wrap, 3, 4, chaîné, turn, 7, 8, walk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, arm, arm, front, and hold. Then from this position, we go right into tap. I'm going to relax my arms while I teach it to you, but do remember that they are behind your back. Starting with your right foot, you have heel, spank, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, heel. Reversing. Heel, spank, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, heel. 3 times in a row. Heel, spank, heel, shuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, heel. And that one's slow. Whole pattern reverses on the left. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8 and. Again, right and left, you have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8 and. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8 and. Without my counts, this is the way it sounds. Now, I would like to remind you that when you hear this piece of music, you're going to recognize it, and it's going to be very easy to understand how the footwork really does relate specifically to the beats of the music. So you really will be able to know exactly what you're doing, and you won't have to subdivide these counts quite so much with your students because they'll hear it musically. When you get through right and left, then you have a little change in the step. So you're doing 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 5E and a 6E and a 7 and 8 and 1E and a 2E and a 3, right foot, left foot. So you see the pattern. It's always the same, just with that little variation of the stomp. 1E and a 2E and a 3, hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. And that happens 4 times. So this is the entire step 1. You have 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8 and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6, 7, 8 and 1E and a 2E and a 3 and 4 and 5E and a 6E and a 7 and 8 and 1E and a 2E and a 3, 5, 7. That's the entire step. Now, without me counting one more time. When we did the step in class to really feel that hold in there, that's what all my students would do. Ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da, huh, ba-da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da, huh, and then we'd go along. So we had a little vocal. It really helped us to secure that rhythm. So you might want to try that. It's an awful lot of fun with your students. Okay, next step is a drawback series. We have step, ball change. So you're doing a syncopated drawback. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4 and then a leap shuffle with 2 steps. So you see that the sound is identical even though the steps are different. Draw back. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and leap. Repeat. Now, you've done all of step 1 with your hands behind your back. When you start this drawback series, we actually have a port-de-bras. So this is what we have, and the arms stay in second. Then we have the repeat of the port-de-bras, and then the arms stay in second. Then we have hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Ball, heel, step on the end. Now let me count that out for you because you'll hear that musically we're repeating a very similar pattern from step 1. So we have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 and 8 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 and 8. And the hands come behind your back. So a little quicker without counts. Or huh. And the hands snap back to your back. All right, now I'd like to put those first 2 steps together, and in the beginning step, the first step, I'm going to show you the head movement because I didn't do that at all when I broke down the feet, so you can see how that works with the arms behind your back. Remember, we've just gone open, open, hands behind your back. Step number 1. Huh. Huh. Now from there, going on to step number 3, you have a very similar execution as you did in step 1, very similar, but now the foot carries weight. And you travel the step. So it's the same as we did in step 1, but now we're moving left and the stomping foot carries weight. Ha! Ha! So it's the same exact feeling, but we're traveling to the left and the head does this. It always follows the shuffling foot. Now our break is different. Paradiddle 4 counts, 4 times. You may simply know it as paddle and roll. Right, left, right, left. Then we do a 5 count paradiddle, and in case you don't know this, there's a heel drop that separates a 4 count. Heel, spank, heel, ball, heel, heel, spank, heel, ball, heel, heel, spank, heel, ball, heel. And you see that releases my left foot for the reverse. So let me show you this slowly. 4 counts, 4 times, 5. Now I'm just going to reverse it for practice and give you the count so you see how it works. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 E and a 8 E and. So you go right through the E and of the count of 8. Now this works this way. Your hands are behind your back. Remember, our head follows our shuffling foot. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4 and 5 E and a 6 E and a 7 and 8 and relax your arms. Reverse. I won't break it down because it's an exact reverse. Then we go right back into the 4 count paradiddle. And then we have a measure all by itself. All I'm doing is ball, heel, stomp. There's no weight. And I flip the arms to a Spanish style 4th position. I'm quasi-parallel facing corner number 2. Boom, just like that. All right, so we've gone from the last step, step number 2, and then we go right into this little step. Here's your paradiddles. I relax my arms. My head follows my shuffling foot. Back to the paradiddles. And then we have a measure by itself. Hold. So you're doing 5 and 6 and 7, 8. You're feeling that 8 count, or even 1 and 2 and 3, hold 4. So you're holding the 4th beat of the bar. And then we go into a brand new step after that. We're going to leap onto the right foot and do a heel-toe drop. So what I'm doing is leap and a riff. And basically it's a 5-count riff. But you can treat it like leap and a riff, heel-toe. Then I do tip, heel, step, and when I do, as I step, I completely shift my focus to the right. So I'm doing tip, heel, step. Now I'm traveling in a reverse. And the same thing happens. Now I'm going to repeat it 3 times, but I'm going in a circle left. I'm putting the ending on again. Now the whole pattern reverses to the left, and your dancers are facing upstage. Now I travel again. So this step really has the ability, if you would like it to move a great deal downstage to upstage. I'll put them both together. The head, of course, is extremely important, as is the arm on the stamp. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. From this position, the arms have to go through as you turn to the downstage right corner. So you really need to have lead rather than that. So from this position, you're doing maxi forward turns to the right with a heel drop. Ball, heel. 2 heels on the right. So you have 2 maxi forwards again with a heel drop. Now, if you would like to increase the difficulty for your better dancers, your really advanced kids, of course you can put a pickup in it. And all I'm doing is swapping the pickup. So I'm picking up right foot to left foot and then dropping my heel. I will leave those out as I turn, but you are welcome to put them into the dance if you would like to. I'm going to do it plain. There's 2 turns here, another turn as you ball heel, and then my arms go out to second as I drop those 2 heels, and I set up in the corner for a ball change, and I'll do it for you in just a minute. Left pickups coming all the way back to where you started, left double pickups. Then this foot is going to reverse the entire pattern to corner 2. So we're going around again to corner 2 with a ball heel. Notice my arms are exactly the same. From here, ball change, which is your preparation, pickups with your right foot leading all the way to your starting point. When you get there, you're then going to do echo wings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Ball change, touch, open. Very dramatic with the chin lifted. Again, after the wings, there's that 1 bar of music. It happens so many times throughout the piece, and it goes like this. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. It's very dramatic, and it's just 4 beats of music. And what you're doing is going ball change, ba-da-dum, and then we go right back in to a step that we have done before. There's a very long series of repeats before we go into a circle pattern. So right now I'd like to go back and show you that entire turning sequence so you can see my pickups and how I'm working on a diagonal. We've just done tip, heel, step, if you'll remember correctly, on our riff pattern. Now we're headed to the corner. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice my focus stays to corner 1 and it changes as I turn. 1 E and a 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to pick up the tempo for the echo wings. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ball change, dramatic. Right there, opening the arms. Okay, now let's go back from the top and put all of that together. Okay, before we get started on running the whole piece a cappella, I'd like to remind you about my email address, which is lyncramer@ou.edu. If you would like a copy of these detailed notes, I'll send them to you in Microsoft Word format. What I'm going to do for you now is dance the entire thing a cappella. I will count the introduction because of the nature of what it is. And once I go into step one of the tap, I'm going to quit counting and let you hear my feet. So we start facing up stage, the right arm's above our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, open 5, 6, 7, 8, out 1, 2, wrap 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, hold 4. Olé. Hold. 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 Free measure.
This is a blues combination to I Sing the Blues by Etta James. Of course, I cannot use Etta James's song on this videotape, so I've chosen another piece of music that has a similar rhythm. Hi, I'm Angelo, and I'm going to teach you a blues combination today. Before we start the combination, let me just tell you a little bit about the style of the blues. The music for any kind of blues piece is usually pretty heavy. It has a really heavy beat to it. So your movement is also quite heavy and relaxed. There is a tension to it, but it's also got a relaxing feel to it. You'll see what I mean as we start learning the combination. It's also close to the ground, as opposed to, say, a classic jazz combination that's all lifted and pulled up. This is much more, you know, a little contracted over, legs are in plie, closer to the ground. So keeping that in mind, we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to work on the diagonal and take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Now on 3, push your right hip up. 4, 5. So from that hip, take it isolation as hip roll to the left. As you come out of that isolation, your weight is on the left. Step forward on the right for a preparation. Pirouette, step, step. Okay, so again, that's your first count of 8. You'll step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then another ball change, and 1, 2. Now on 2, you contract, think of the energy coming from the wrists, and then a chassé, another ball change into a preparation. You'll do an outside pirouette, another ball change. Okay, there's a lot of syncopation in a blues combination, a lot of and counts. So let me take you back to the beginning and we'll go through the and counts as well so that you know where they are in the music. Starts with the right leg. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so 6, 7 is your single or double turn. From there, left leg comes up. Left hand is down, right arm hand is up. It comes from your shoulder, from your right shoulder, boom. So it just comes out of that ball change. 1, 2, and 3. Everything drops on 4. Step right on 5. This is just a little chug with your left leg. Turn the leg out. At the same time, open up your hand, push, push, push. Okay, so that count of 8 again, you just came out of your turn, ball change. 1, 2, and 3, drop. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Now your weight's on your left. All you're going to do is drop your right arm, lift your left arm. 1, 2, 3. Now here's an option for you, depending on what level your dancers are at. A half a pirouette into a pas de bourrée, or 1.5 pirouettes into a pas de bourrée, into a fan kick, put your weight on it over here. Okay, I will do the half turn for you during the teaching segment. I'll do the 1.5 turns during the music. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and see if we can get all the way through the first part of the combination up to that fan kick. 5, 6, here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, a 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, 1, 2, and 3, drop. 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. From there, arch your chest, go into a lunge, drop it all the way down to the floor. 1. Head is up on 2, but your back is flat. 3 is just the right arm. On 4, you're going to pick up this arm, bring this one in, pick up your right leg. Pirouette, chasse out of it. Step behind, step right, and feet together and clap your hands. Okay, let me do that again for you from the fan kick. This was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, and on 1, your feet are in first position turned out, legs together. It's a big clap with the elbows straight, and you're on an angle. Okay, one more time, let me show it to you. This was 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1. This is 2. As you open the arms, step right. 3, 4, kick 5, lay out 6, push, push. Okay, so it's 2 contractions. At the same time, the hands are in a fist. You push forward. Okay, so again, from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is a bit of an arch and a layout. 7, 8. From there, your weight's on the right leg. You're going to chasse left. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, jeté. 5 and 6, head roll left. 7, 8. As you come out of your head roll, your weight is on your left leg. So that just makes a half a circle around, and it's come out of here. You've got a chasse, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. Okay, from there, touch your right foot in, do a touch turn. 1, step on it, 2 chaîné turns left, 3 and 4 and 5, touch on 6. Now you're going to go forward to the audience, 7 and 8. One more time, that count of 8. Again, let's take it from this one so you can get a feel for the momentum. 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, touch 6, 7 and 8. Now let me go back to the beginning and run through all of that with you again with the counts. So you start on the diagonal with the right leg. A 1, 2, hip 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Turn 6, 7, and 8. Throw. 2 and 3 as a triplet. Drop. 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Kick 1. 2, prepare 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Walk, walk, battement, lay out. 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6 is a triplet. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Touch 6, 7, and 8. Okay, going on, you step across on the left. 1, 2. Now this is a very low, little, like rond de jambe. And the same thing on the other side, but this one finishes in a pas de bourrée. Okay, so from this 8, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're just going to use the opposite arm going the opposite way. Okay, so from this 8, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pas de bourrée, 6, and 7. Change your focus, 8. So you've changed your focus now to stage left. Step front on the right, 1. And as you do, look at the audience. Again, a hip roll, 2. Together, 3. Down, 4. Stretch through your head and flat back, 5. 6 is front. Walk, 7, 8. Okay, now let me do that for you again because there's a lot of small movements inside your body as opposed to steps. So it might not be quite as easy to see on the camera. So let me do that for you again, starting with the new part. You step across on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from there, you're facing upstage. You'll step left. 1. The left arm comes up as you just touch to the side. 1, 2. And it comes up elbow, then hand. 1, 2. Then it's same thing on the other side, but this arm comes up straight. 3, 4. And just rests right in front of the other one. Okay, so from your 7, 8, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Your weight's on the right. You're going to swing your hip left and left. And as you do, turn your body to the front. Step on the right leg, développé left. Step out, 1, 2. Okay, so you've got that 1 count of 8 facing up stage. And all it was step, touch, hip, hip, look, right leg, kick. 1, 2. You've got a single pirouette, 3 and 4. Step out on the left, 5. Straight leg, battement, 6. Chassé, 7 and 8. Okay, one more time. One more time with the part that faces upstage, just because I think that might be the most difficult part to see on the video. You're here. You've got 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 5, a 6, and 7, 8. A 1, a 2, a 3, down 4, 5, 6, walk 7. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip, look, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, there's a ball change, 6, 7, and 8. Now your weight's on the right, you just step out on the left. 1, throw the right arm and throw the hand. This one just comes up. 2, but don't put your weight back here, just touch. 1, touch, turn, triplet turn, step out of it into an outside pirouette, sink into your right, sink into your left. Okay, so your hip will go right and then left. All right, one more time. After your kick, chassé, it's 1, touch 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from that 8, your weight's over here on the left. You do a right fan kick. 1, 2 is an arch. 3, this time you don't go all the way down, just to there. 3, 4, up 5, down 6, up 7. Throw all of your weight upstage, and the arms just relax through. Okay, so again, let's take it from that battement. 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, a 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, up, through. Now I'm going to take that combination with the music for you.
putting together little performance numbers, it's always helpful to use material that we learn in class so it's very familiar to the kids. I'm going to show you a short recital combo composed out of movements and exercises that we all cover in ballet class. This combo is choreographed using these exercises: tendu from fifth, rond de jambe, port de bras, bourrée turns, ballet pas de bourrée. Now let's take a look at the combo that is composed out of these exercises.
Now, teachers, we're ready for our little recital number. I am such a big believer of recitals and shows because what good is all this practice if you never get to have your show or your recital? So this little number is just a very short little recital number. Remember, it's always best to make up your recital number out of things you've practiced in class already. Maybe throw in one or two little new things. But most of the recital numbers should be things they practice in every single class, in their warm-up, and all their center floor skills. So we're going to do our recital number. It's an adage. And in ballet, we have, basically two kinds of dances. We have our adage numbers, which are just the very lovely ballerina numbers, everything's slow and lovely. And we also have allegro numbers, which are very quick, sprightly numbers. So we're not going to do any allegro numbers in this tape. We're only going to do the adage, slow and beautiful. We're going to start in fifth position, and remember, you know this position because we did our tondus crossing in fifth position. Remember that? Well, we're going to start with our tondus crossing again, but this time we're going to add an arm or a port de bras. So I'm going to look at my arm, and here's the beginning of our number. We come up, point, and close. And did you see how my head just looks at my arm? That's part of the beauty of the whole thing, looking at my arm. I did my 3 switches, only 3, and then my arms port de bras in a big circle. From there, remember we did our rond de jambe? We're going to rond de jambe to the front, to the side, but when we go to the back, we'll plie and come to a lunge in the back, and our arms come into this position, which is fourth position. Remember I said there's lots of different thirds and fourths. This is a fourth arabesque position, and this is pretty fun to do. It's new, but it's fun. From there, transfer your weight onto your front leg, and we're in derriere tendu. We already know this position, and we've already practiced our tondus with port de bras, and we know that we have finger and nose in that port de bras. From there, we're going to close in fifth. Oh, here's our very favorite move. The bourrée turn. We come all the way around in our bourrée turn, plie, and then we're ready for our pas de bourrées. Pas de bourrées. The third pas de bourrée has to be the last one. You go into your plie and stretch. Take a breath, and it's ready to go on the other side. See, because I only did 3 pas de bourrées instead of 4, I ended up with my other foot in front, and then I'm ready for the left. So that's how I made the switch. I only did 3 pas de bourrées. All right, we're ready to do our recital number on the right and the left. We're starting in fifth position. Tummy is very lifted. Sit bones are down. It's nice and slow, so it can be beautiful. We're on the beat. We did 3, so now our arms go around. And we watch with our head. Here comes our rond de jambe, but here's the tricky part. I lunge, my arms go up to fourth. You've got to put your arms down first, recover, go to your tendu, in. Here's our favorite. Coming down, 3 times we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, rest. Lift. We're on our other side. So now we've done everything on our right and left. By the time we're finished, that circles around. Our rond de jambe goes front, side, we settle in the back, arms forth. Arms come down so that we can make our circle. Finger and nose. And plie. Lift up. We're going towards our front leg. All the way around. 3 pas de bourrées. And we're finished. Hi teachers! So many of you and I have talked about the need for practice videos for our students. In response, I've created the I'm Learning video series. These 40-minute videos in jazz, tap, and ballet are designed for you to sell at your studio for your students. I just reinforce all of the basics that you teach so that your students come to class feeling prepared and confident. You become a retail outlet for these videos at your studio. You buy them from me at a very low price and sell them at your studio to your students for a price that you decide on. Suggested retail is $19.95. All of your students will want to have the advantage of these valuable learning tools. You will increase your profits, and your students will feel rehearsed and prepared with elevated self-esteem, and your teachers will be able to spend more time creating and less time drilling the basics. Let me show you some more clips of the I'm Learning videos so that you can get an even better idea. I want you to think about having on long dangling earrings. They start at your earlobes and come almost to your shoulders. So if your shoulders are up just a tiny bit, those earrings are going to touch. And we don't want that to happen. So we want to press down the shoulders, lift very tall in the head, and now we have a gorgeous long neck. I call this shape the bean body because you see how my shape of my torso looks kind of like a bean? That would be very incorrect. I got this chair from home, just like you can do. Now at your studio, you'll probably have a bar, but maybe not at your house. So just get a chair, and that will be our bar. My arm goes front and front, to the side, to the side. That direction is called en dehors. Now, when your arm lifts and goes down your body, that direction is called en dedans. When we go through the body, up or down, we want to make sure that arm's just right in the middle, not way over here someplace or not quite in the right place, right through the middle. And we're going to just press down. So let's start our stretch with our butterfly. Here we go. Let's take a deep breath in. And press those legs toward the floor. Your belly button's open. Practice our bow, and we finish. Maybe you're taking at a studio once or twice a week, and this tape is to help you practice in between your lessons with your teacher. Now we're going to be using a lot of steps here and stretches that you'll be using at your studio too. Sometimes they might be a little different, but they all accomplish the same thing. We're going to start, just like you do at your studio, with a warm-up. My back heel is on the floor. My front knee is bent. Now you see my knee is right over my heel. You don't want to be like this with your knee over your toe, right over your heel. Isolations means you just move one body part at a time. For instance, if you're just moving your head, I know it looks easy, but sometimes when you're starting out, you take your shoulders with you like that, and that kind of wrecks the isolation. We have to make sure only one body part moves. We don't want to tuck, and we don't want to stick out. We want to go straight down with our ribs and our tummy pressed in. Now what we're going to do is a plie, come up, a releve. Just look at my feet, and you'll see I'm going kind of up on a big tiptoe. Big tiptoe. That's called a releve. When I say en croix, what that means is I'm going to go to the front, the side, the back, and then the side again. When I go to the back, I'm bringing my arm forward just for a little balance. I'm going to just place it behind me, keep my tummy lifted, and very gracefully we go down to the floor. When we get there, we're going to sit with our legs long out in front of us and our toes pointed. This is called first position. So we'll take a deep breath in first position. And then we're going to go forward. Now we never want to think about just dropping our head right to our knees. We want to think about a jackknife. Then lift that other arm over, reaching to the side, never dumping our head, never dumping our arm. All the energy is right out the top of your head and out of your fingertips. Tummy is in. Reach out to come up and take a deep breath in. My arms. So if you're taking jazz, you might ask your teacher how she wants your arms to be. Let me show you. Some of them like it like this. Step and pivot, step and pivot. Some like it like this. Step and pivot, step and pivot. So make sure you ask your teacher what she wants you to do with your arms because there's lots of choices. Let's try it again. Kickball change pirouette. This time we'll go a little bit faster, okay? Like this. Kickball change, pirouette down. Ready? On the right. Kickball change, pirouette down. Now just wait. Kickball change, pirouette down. Just wait. How'd it go? Oh, for our cool down, let's start with a deep breath in. Remember keeping your shoulders down. Arms come way up. Take a deep breath with your shoulders down now. And exhale. Open your chest to the ceiling. Come back to the center. Hi, I'm Cathy, and I'm your at-home practice teacher for tap dancing. Maybe you're taking tap at your studio once or twice, even 3 times a week. But it's always very nice to practice at home so that when you get to class, you're very well rehearsed and prepared. I'm going to do ankle circles to the front. Let's go with your right foot. I'm just going to make a little circle. 1, 2, just my ankle, not my whole leg. I'm just doing my ankle. Now watch this. This is a tick-tock. 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 I'm going to stop because something tricky happens here when you do the other side. You have to use this foot 2 times in a row. Watch. I just ended. No, I have to have this leg again. Go the other way. Whenever you get to the end, you got to use the same leg twice in a row. Here it comes. You see me use it 2 times in a row? 5, 6. This one goes again. A 1 and 2. A 1 and 2. A 1 and 2. A 1 and 2. And sometimes I go really, really fast. Did you hear it go da-da-da-da? Let's hear it again. Let's try da-da-da-da over on this side. So let's get low, and instead of kickball change, we go shuffle ball change. And 1 and 2. Here we go. Shuffle ball change. Shuffle ball change. I think this is a really fun step. I love this one. You know this. A jump is on 2 feet. It can be together or apart, even here, just as long as 2 feet land at the same time. A hop is on 1 foot, and it goes from side to side. 1, 2, 3, ball change. And of course, you know we're going to add a flap. It's really fun when you can add the flap. So let's try it. I'll stay this way, and you too. Look at me. This side. 5, 6, ready to go. Flap, ball change, flap, ball change, flap. This time we'll go plain when we go this way, and we'll turn this way. So I'm going to be plain. Ready? And toe, heel. And I turn. Remembering to spot. Next step, everybody knows, all the tap dancers know it. It's a famous step. You've probably heard of it. It has a hop in it, and it's called a buffalo. Now we're going to start by picking up your right foot into this position. So come to your coupe and tilt your arms. Here we go. And of course, you know You can take that off into the wings as your exit, and it's a great step. So now we've practiced many, many tap steps, and when you go to class, you're going to feel great about yourself.
For more information on the I'm Learning video series, just call me or any of my friendly staff at 1-800-800-5437.